Welcome to part yes of part okay. Part several of several. Part vanilla of chocolate. Welcome to part 167 of our survival vanilla. Oh my fucking hell. Of our survival vanilla bedrock series. Survival manila folder. I'm bougie with my storage media. What? Manila folder, manila envelope. You know what? Let's just be honest. Let's just rename this series Manila Envelope. It won't be numbered. There will not be installments because it transcends time. It will just be Manila folder. Manila envelope every time. Oh, 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 okay. That'll do it. I almost died just now. Okay, let's not have that happen again. Yep. Right. So... yeah. I could have this go down here. This is a quandary. I will figure it out at some point. I always do. And this has to be figured out too. It's a bunch of things. It's mainly this right here. What am I going to do with that? I want to do something nice. Here, let me look at something real quick. What happens if we intersect these? What does it look like? Just doing this for shits and giggles. Shits and kegels. The former of which reduce when the latter of which is done more often. Right. Maybe this could be a little balcony out here. Maybe? I don't know. It's not the worst thing. I just think it's a little wasteful. That's a solution, you know? Oh, you know what? No, that does not make sense. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I actually went through the motions of that because I can see that that doesn't make sense. And I'll tell you why. Because everything on this line is part of this roof. It makes no sense to have this converging in here in an unnatural way. What it would look like would be this. And it would stop there. It would go no further. wish I could do this now. More than likely I won't have enough. Oh, wait. Oh, this is confusing. Yeah, it's this wall. It does come here. Okay. Love my diamond shovel. Unrelated. That is so strange. But yes, it's this height, and then it goes in here. This will be there should be no spookies over here because I made sure to put a torch in the center every 4 blocks technically. Should be no creeper hidden in here. It would be smarter to dig these out so that I don't accidentally take out the lantern. I mean, take out the torch while farming. Maybe. We'll see. That shot up right in front of me. But I have a second one. The joy of harvesting consecutive trunks like it's a big old block of wood that grew out of the ground. Already that's gonna be like 2 stacks. Nice. Oh, gorgeous. In so little time. And I had to go all of 10 feet. Is that not gorgeous? Gorgeous. Best oak farm ever. Nothing beats spruce. in terms of farming efficiency. But for an oak farm, this is amazing. Truly amazing. Dog, what? Ugh, where did he come from? I guess he could have just come from anywhere. What? It is raining. And I think it's night too. So I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised. Skedaddle. It's not safe. I don't know if it's night actually. Whoa! Yeah, it's because it's raining for sure. Yikes. Clawed myself with my toenail. The fright. The fright. Wow, this is gonna be so amazing when it's done. Oh my god, the lag. Oh my god, the lag. That's not just stick drift. That's lag. Hardcore. Well, I will go ahead and back up the game while I'm warm and toasty in this half house. A house that's missing its entire front. The entire front portion of the house was exhumed because the villagers were too stupid to go through the door. So I had to make some accommodations for them. You see, the history of malfunction in Bedrock is extensive. This golem thing should come as no surprise. All this has stemmed from Bedrock idiosyncrasies. Look at all of the NPC, oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll start using my 2 stacks of wood that I got. I don't know why I'm doing that. Me when I'm nervous in a karaoke place. Yeah, I suppose this could just be an outdoor space. I don't have to use it, but I think that is sort of a nice balcony, actually. It's growing on me. But, you know, that means when you come up the stairs, there isn't a landing immediately to your right. It's just a room. And then this is the common area. I guess that's okay. You don't want a common area to be too large, right? Right? I just can't imagine at this point, like, making this a little turret room. I just, like, double the height of, like, just this being open all the way up just for that particular spot. Unless I did something like this here, like this right here. I think that would not be bad, actually. I think that'd be quite pretty. But the issue is that it's inverted? Wait. No, okay, so yeah, okay, I see it now. So if I did this, I'd have, okay, this is something I can do, actually. Yeah. This is something I can do. And with that, I went up from here, okay. Now it's making sense. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. This is gonna get hairy, but I would actually like to just duplicate this and put it over there. Whoa, okay, chill, literally. That is so unnerving to just see a black figure. Could you imagine how terrified people were when they added Enderman to the game in like 2011? Because of the YouTube fad of streamers screaming at Slenderman. Can you imagine how terrifying that was? Is that a... Someone commented saying, maybe you should try having the villagers exposed to zombies. They are, girl. They've been exposed. I tried everything in the book. It's not a me issue. This game is just stupid, and it doesn't know how to run itself. It just collapses. It collapses. When there's slightly more NPC than it decides it can handle. But why? This is a gaming console for video games. It should be able to handle it. Yeah, I'm quite content with this decision because it's a very nice feature. It'd be doing it'd be the same thing. It'd be coming down from here. just gonna do it. And yeah. I do need to count correctly though. Oh, I just realized I'm doing it from here and then going up. I'm not starting up, I'm starting down. Okay. This shouldn't be too hard to do. Oh, I should. This is ingenious. Why didn't I just do this before? This is very silly of me. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we just have writer's block, you know? Okay, and then... Yep, yep, yep. Oh, right. Okay, so this is gonna be... Put that there. And then one smaller. Yes, obviously. I'm never really gonna be viewing it from this angle, so I'll make it pretty from this angle instead. So these shall go in this direction, because I'm going to be viewing it from this direction more than from this. Why? Because I can't even appreciate it from this angle down here. There's nowhere to view it from. So we'll do it like this. So the points, so to say, will be facing this direction. Yes. I'm curious to see where this goes. Anyway. It should all pretty much just converge with this wall and be done. And then this is literally just wall. This is interesting. This is just wall. This is very confusing. No, that is not just wall. What the hell is going on? Wait, what? What? Okay. Do you know how fucking confusing that is? Uh-huh. Let me just go on the inside and take it from there. Okay, that is... yeah, really confusing. So it goes up the way it should. And then for this not to be redundant, I would have to trim here, right? And here. 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 I know this seems like utterly Byzantine, like what the hell is he doing? I'm just trying to reconcile the different planes here. That is very confusing. But then this has to then also be reconciled. What the hell am I looking at? Okay. This doesn't exist. Okay, I think I understand. I'll just put this here. Is that wall? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's unnecessary, but literally, what the hell am I looking at? I like this better than it being outdoors, though, for sure. And now I just need to plug this part up. What? Yeah, so this is wall. I'm just gonna put wall here tentatively and call it a day. I'm not gonna fill it with glass or rather with anything, any window. I'm just gonna fill that in. Voila. The only thing I need to do is fill this in right here. And that, in theory, should be a marriage of all three planes here, which is, when I say all three, I mean this line, this plane, the plane of this hole, this, and this. This should be correct. That's very complicated, but it was worth it. Wow, I'm really glad I did that. I'm going to examine the outside. And make sure that everything is as it should be. That's not as it should be, that's for damn sure. As you can see, I put that there because we'd be able to spectate from here. Oh, this is beautiful. This is very nice, this little nook here. It's those things from a distance that make a house look immense. Because you're like, oh my god, what's that piece? What's that piece? Oh my god, it just keeps going. You don't know what it is. You don't know how these pieces connect on the inside. You just see more dimension, more space. Very nice. This is beautiful. Like, so stunning. So much better than having a room now. That other solution was lousy. Oh my god, I can't talk. That other solution was lazy. Just reconciling these two by having them intersect like this and just cutting this out and having there be no ceiling. This is so much nicer. There's no comparison. I just want to be sure that my stream is Bargapper. Yep, it's all good. Baka baka. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. This place would be so beautiful with chandeliers, but this game won't give me iron. I'll have to travel in this world very far find another village and see if I can kickstart the golems again in a totally new ecosystem, totally new metabolism. This house is so interesting with all the different cuts and dimensions. So interesting. It's like a lodge, even more so than the others. When you look at this one, this truly does make this one seem simple. Just a chamber, same width, going up. I mean, this is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. This is really hard to beat. This is like a verdant cathedral. It's beautiful, but it's very small. It's very compact in comparison to this new one. Okay. This is beautiful and has so much nuance, but it's just not on the same scale. I'm just backing up the game. Dolphins can infinite wonders, endless possibilities. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this is immense. I love this central area. This is the heart of the house. It should be very nice. I'm torn on what I want to do with these really big, bright areas, because like I want to keep this all open, you know? But that's not going to be how it goes. Same thing here. These are beautiful panels, but I can't just keep this open here. No. I'm seeing a mistake here. Yeah. Those should be, yep. It's okay, that's an easy fix. But those should be 2 blocks thick. Right now, the windows are going right to the rim. They should be 1 inward. Won't be a hard fix. And here too. I know that the thing in the center is either going to be solid or completely open with these panels. I have to alternate it correctly though. And I have to be careful with the panels because a lot of different dimensions have panels. It'll start looking cheap if I'm not careful. But I think I do know the answer here. I think I am going to close this up like so, even though it's so beautiful here. So beautiful. I don't want to say goodbye to this. I won't be saying completely goodbye to it. We'll still have a nice view here. It'll just be a little different. This is problematic, actually. Okay, I don't care. It's a beautiful view, but I have to keep it moving. So I have to do something here. If I don't like that, I could always cut a hole in it and put, you know, a window. But I know I wanted to accentuate the centerpiece, and it is stunning. Stunning, stunning. Stunning. I think, especially with the bottom being open, I don't want the side to be all trapdoors here either. So, same thinking, I will go ahead and whoops, that's annoying. Dog. No. The lag on that is wild. Beautiful. It was starting to feel a little not very secure over here. These window pieces are beautiful. Oh my god, so pretty. Me just gloating about my own builds will never not be funny to me. Always lay out the bottom two like this so I could open them like a proper window. think I will carry these down in this case. This will be another window, I think. A window or a solid wall, but there has to be wall here, some wall. The lag. Oh my goodness. Okay. I love the windows here. It feels like a church or something with the just dual tall windows. It just feels like a church. I don't know how to put it. Just beautiful here. You could still see out into the trees. Just beautiful. Wow. This will just be this going down, all open. Could you imagine this with shaders? Someone in the stream said that the other day. They were like, I want to see this with shaders. So do I. Not gonna lie, so do I. This is gonna be windows as well. Just standard window. Or maybe none. Maybe no windows. No, yeah, these could be standard. What am I? Right. So this is the outside. That's a tad confusing. But it's okay. I don't have to carry this like down like this. I don't have to indicate what the slope is. We know what it is. We know what it is. We can see it. It's okay if it's not even. That's on the outside. Gonna skedaddle. Almost struck him with an egg. He certainly has been traveling to get blue ice. See, they have direct sight lines. It's part of why there were so many golems for the time that there were golems. Because that was already accounted for. Hold on one moment. Oh, it's just a bot. Naturally. Okay. I would like to back up the game real quick. I've made amazing progress. Just with those little solutions I found in the house. Just amazing progress. Because I always worry about my designs, even though it'll always work out beautifully. I always figure it out. It always ends up being more amazing than anyone could imagine. But I do worry still whenever I run into each new issue. The day I stop worrying is the day I don't do good work anymore. Plenty of room for cats in this woodland mansion soon. Let's take care of this guy, shall we? And just like that, I can begin to see the next floor clearly. It's interesting. I just don't want to bring the floor out here and obstruct this. This is just too beautiful to be messed, honestly. Let me see if I can see that from here. Totally can. I can see the third floor from here, and I will be able to see the fourth as well. It's crazy to think about, but yes, I will be able to see the fourth floor. I almost fell to my death. Let's get some wood here, shall we? Yep. I wish there was more participation from this balcony, but it's okay. It's fine. It's still beautiful. That's freaking crazy that we can see all the way to the foyer. This is what I wanted, though. This is literally what I foresaw when I started building this. This is every decision I've made was aware of this and was made specifically for this purpose. This is not chance. This is not luck. This is something that I decided eons ago. And yet, it's still so amazing to see things come to fruition even if you foresaw them. Isn't that wonderful? guess it's terrific in the sense it could be equally wonderful and horrible. You can foresee something, not be able to do anything about it, and have it happen anyway. You can foresee something and have all of your action amount to it in a satisfying way. Equally good, equally bad, could go either way. That's life. I love this common area. It's not too big, it's not too small. Lots of bang for my buck here. Just beautiful. A very nice heart to the house that respects all views. I just love it. Ugh. And the way it's angled in that direction as if to reference the first one is a nice little detail as well. So here's when this roof starts to become interesting. What am I doing with this roof? I don't know what I'm doing with this roof. Ouch. I don't want to do what I did here. No. I want to preserve that triangle. I have so much more clarity on this now. Because I made those other decisions. Whoops. I know the solution, and I'll explain to you why. If both of these walls had windows, this one becomes redundant. Conversely, if this had a window, and this large space served as a window, they would become redundant. So this is the problem area. It does not get a window. Oh. That's a moot point anyway, because these are completely different window types, but whatever. Yeah, there's no reason to have a little itty-bitty window here when you have this giant, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. This is fine. It's going to be so large and beautiful. I'm so excited. This is the second wing. I wouldn't really want to push out any. Now, I suspect, even though I've already established that I don't want to push out in these areas anymore, I suspect that as I build, I'll make some happy little exceptions here and there, just to get a little bit more bang for my buck in these smaller areas. Oh my god, it's beautiful. What? It's literally stunning. It's so beautiful. That's interesting. It's like a modern touch over there. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I did say I was gonna take this. All the way here, so I suppose we should. Mm-hmm. We'll see. What I really love about this center part of the house is that I really can just bring these lanterns across and get so much effect out of that. Just these two bands light up this area beautifully. Top, meaning bottom, and top. So on, or I should say top in here, and then bottom lighting from the top, because it lights up the areas above it as well, because the planks, the slabs are transparent, which is why they're so illuminated looking. Beauty of using slabs. You don't have any food. For some reason I thought I had food. Do I have any sticks I can use? Okay, I'll just convert these. I shouldn't do this, but I'll just convert them to sticks real quick. I'm gonna get a bunch more wood anyway, so I will convert that to sticks. There's that invisible guy. Oh, I'll take this. Oh, it wasn't finished growing. That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. I'm sad. See how they're all awake, even though they should be asleep, and they have more than enough beds to go to. Yeah, that's how you know the game is just bugging. Okay. Hello, Mr. U. One thing I do love about this game is the Fletchers. Thank goodness for them, at least. How many? I only have 8. Why would I get just 36 cookies when I could get a crap ton of bread that is more? When I could get 48 pieces of bread that are literally more satisfying and nourishing. And the pumpkin pie is superior to the cake. You don't have to put it down. It gives you more health, I believe. I don't know what the appeal of the cake is aside from being cosmetic, honestly. I love how when this section was once just an encampment, a shallow encampment with a mansion on the side, now it's going to be surrounded by two woodland mansions. It's going to add a lot of context and make it feel more like a town. I should be getting more wood. I'll back up the game quick, because we know how it can be sometimes. Aww. I will say the panoramic buzzing around my ears freaks me out. The sound design of that freaks me out. Remember when I first experienced bees in Minecraft, I thought there was a fly buzzing near my ear or something. One thing that I find that is quite true about life is that hardship gives meaning to success. There is not really true success, or at least it's not truly felt, unless you have a point of reference. This tree farm being a perfect example. I can appreciate the efficiency so deeply because previous methods were much less efficient, were a headache. Me having to climb up into the canopies of super oak trees that were condensed and entangled, it taking so much time, having to burn off the tops just because of how convoluted it was. And I appreciate this new farm solely because the previous ones were such a failure. Otherwise I wouldn't care. Be like, who cares? It's a bunch of trees. That can apply everywhere in life. Suffering gives meaning to happiness. It's true. No one likes to talk about it. They think they could just be aimlessly happy or happy in a meaningless way. It's not really possible. There's a reason why people who are born into extreme fortune, generational wealth, often end up being quite screwed up. It's because they have no compass. They can't enjoy pleasures. They can't enjoy success because they already have everything. A lot of the time. They can enjoy it moderately. The way you enjoy having a nice food dish that you've had 1,000 times, that you grew up with, but they're not going to enjoy success like a poor person would if he found it. Food for thought. I like how I haven't been taking out any of the lanterns here. Glad it hasn't been an issue. I was worried about it. Also, I just made the connection. The light could be helping the trees grow at a faster rate, too. Light does play a role in Minecraft, so... I will be removing this bee nest, beehive shortly. That was probably another... Jeez, nearly 3 stacks from that. That's insane. And it's effortless in comparison. Oh, I didn't realize this was here. My bad. I like to be sure it's a full house here before I move on. I'll let that grow. Actually, Let me go ahead and just take care of this now. Oop. Let's go right in here and call it a day. Are they still following me? I don't think they can. Imagine if they just swoop over the treetops like a tsunami of them. That's nightmare fuel. Also nightmare fuel when these have attacked me in here because of angry bees on the outside. Nightmare fuel. Because there are a lot of bees buzzing around in here. Like Hogwarts, they're supposed to be like the floating candles. Fairy dust, you know, just for depth and altitude. They do a good job at showcasing the amplitude and the dynamics of the space. Not only their movement, but the way they drip pollen too. Very nice. Nearly 3 stacks from that one little area. It's a very compact space. Like I could easily work something like that into this house. If I wanted a tree farm in this house, I could do that easily. Illuminate it from top to bottom, make sure nothing bad ever spawns in it. And it would be an effortless oak mining experience. That being said, I think I've made good progress today. I am pretty tired. So I'm gonna head off. Good night, y'all. I'll be back on soon. Bye-bye.